Hi everyone, it's Sintang Mayumi. Today I have my Christmas card series number 12. This is the last video of my Christmas card series. For these cards, I will be using Mulberry Wood Dream of Santa rubber stamp set. I don't think this stamp set is available anymore, but I found it as a DG stamp on Lily of the Valley Etsy store. I don't know if the illustrator for the stamp set is the same person, but I got this stamp set way back in the day when I started crafting. Here I'm going to ink up my scene with Versafine Onyx Black ink on 140 pound Canson XL watercolor paper. I will be coloring this with my Pretty Excellent watercolor paints and add the details using my Zig markers. After the coloring is done, I will add some snow on the scene. I will splatter some white paint using Grumbacher titanium white acrylic paint. I will add a pea-sized amount of paint in my small dish and activate that with a little bit of water, just enough water so I don't get blobs of ink on my colored scene. Then I will add it on my acrylic black and splatter it on my panels. And then I will set it aside to dry before we move on to the next step. I'm going to die cut my panels using Sizzix Framelits stars. I used the biggest star from the die set. You're probably screaming at me for die cutting that scene that I colored, but I didn't know what card design I'm going to make that time, so I just colored the whole panels. For the backgrounds, I cut some strips of cardstock scraps from my stash. I cut them to 1/2 inch and adhere them together on a white cardstock. And then I will cut the excess paper with my paper trimmer. I will also die cut my panels using Elizabeth Craft Designs fitted rectangles. And now I'm going to mark the top of the stars so I know where to punch the holes. I will use my crocodile puncher and I will also add my eyelet using the same tool. I have this DMC gold thread that I got from Michael's a few years ago. I will use it and thread it inside the holes so the stars will look like an ornament. I also die cut some vellum to go on the back of my stars using Spellbinders Fancy Edge oval dies. I'm going to pop up my stars with foam tape, and now I'm just removing the release paper and I will add that on the vellum. And now we can adhere the stars on the panels. And finally, we can adhere our panels on our A2 size white top folding card bases. For the embellishment, I added this green and red bows on top of the stars. The die set is from Mama Elephant. For the sentiment, I stamp a sentiment from the stamp set with black ink and add some distress on the edges using vintage photo distress ink. And then I will add the sentiments under the stars. For the inside of the cards, I will do second generation stamping using the same stamp that we use in front of the cards, and add another sentiment and stamp it with black ink. And lastly, I will add some shimmer on the red and green bows with my Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen. And my adorable cards are complete. I love the color combinations on these cards. I hope you like today's cards as much as I do and get inspired. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.